working with the actors behind the lights and behind a camera was much different because they had never worked in that kind of environment, and that right there was the first obstacle we had to overcome, as well as coordinating. We had 2 actors playing 7 roles in one scene, so getting them to say their lines without having somebody to react to or to have somebody to follow them with another line was another obstacle. And they're also used to having crowd reaction, not just a camera that's quiet and a quiet set. We had cues and we had them, pause in between their lines, and they just had to keep going. And I think that was really difficult for the actors. Not that they were very good. They handled it well and they adapted well, but I think it's a hard thing to get used to when you've been trained for years and years on doing it live and reacting and working on reaction. I think that there's a lot of fun in this type of thing because there's one thing to go to a movie and you watch one movie, you sit there and there's no interaction, whereas in theater you have this interaction between the crowd and the actors. And then when you bring in another element of the screen and then another element of the media and then another element of a 3D world, you just get this huge collaboration of all these different medias and all these different emotions, from live actors to the live audience to people in other parts of the country that aren't getting that, and the potential is that you can reach thousands of different crowds at the same time, because if you're performing live in multiple locations, we could have turned this around and done a live performance in Ontario, Florida, and here, and had our actors being beamed in there simultaneously as their actors being beamed in here. There's a lot more logistics to work out in something like that, but I think the potential for doing something like that, and then you have 3 audiences watching it live, I just think there's a lot of potential for a lot of fun. There's a lot of potential for disaster in it too. Unfortunately, you have to admit that.